Okay, so I should start with an apology. These are clearly not the highest quality videos, but I just thought for the minute or two it takes me to make them, it might really help you guys out as you're trying to do some of these assignments since I'm not there to explain them to you. So, for this one, I'm giving you some countries from around the world, and I'm going to show you Turkey and Japan. And then you're going to pick 4 more in this packet to do, and I'll let you pick whichever ones you want. So here's what you're going to do. The top map has some features. You can see mountains, volcanoes, mountains, mountains, more volcanoes, mountains, volcanoes, and then it turns into just a line of mountains. And from that, I want you to think through what types of plate boundaries we know, and then try and explain what type of plate boundaries they are, draw them in, give me some arrows, and maybe label them. Now, something that's going to help you immensely here is being able to picture where Turkey is. Now, I know where Turkey is. I know where it's surrounded by water and where it's surrounded by land, but you probably don't. So, Google to the rescue. What we have here is Turkey. I want you to notice the Black Sea up here, so it's water on the north, water on the west, water on the south until about halfway through the country, and then there's land. So I'm going to go back to my map over here and say, okay, there's some land coming down here, and there's land like up here. So I'm going to hang on a second. Sorry about that. I'm going to fill in just lightly to remind myself that it's surrounded by water everywhere I did blue, and it's surrounded by land over here. So this is going to help me because now when I'm talking about plates coming together, I know which ones are oceanic plates and which ones are continental plates. And if I got mountains, I know plates are coming together. If I have volcanoes and mountains, I know that's got to be a subduction boundary. So what that tells me is there's probably a line somewhere right here. There's probably a trench, in fact, that runs along the coast like this. So this must be running into that. And as the ocean plate goes under, it takes water with it, which leads to my volcanoes. It scrunches up the land, which leads to my mountains. So this would be an ocean to continent subduction. Whoops, I almost did another B. Subduction boundary. Now over here, you'll notice it turns to just mountains, no volcanoes. That's because subduction stops, because remember, this over here is land. It's Syria, if you must know. And so my plate boundary looks like it must run right up through here, because when you have a continent running into a continent, you get a line of mountains right on that boundary. So here I would say it's a continent to continent collision boundary. And that's what you need to do to those. And again, you don't have to draw the water in, but it kind of helps clue you in as to what's happening. So now let's look at Japan. Now I could look at my map. See if I can make you dizzy here. I lost my cursor. There we go. Here's Japan. Now Japan is an island surrounded by water. So I'm not going to color it in. I just know everything out here is water. So in this picture, I drew in the plate boundaries. You need to do the opposite. Add mountains, trenches, mid-ocean ridges, volcanoes, whatever. So in this case, let's start with this guy. This is ocean to ocean. This plate and this plate are colliding, and I would have to look at my plate boundary map to see which one is going down, and I'm going to make the assumption that it's this plate's subducting. So what that means is I would have little volcanic islands, and right here you'd find trenches where subduction is taking place, because it's an ocean-to-ocean boundary. Now here, I've also got ocean to ocean, and as it goes down, again, trench, 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 trench. You know what all these things are? Volcanoes, volcanic islands. They're all over Japan because Japan exists because of these ocean to ocean, trench, 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 subduction boundaries. Ocean to ocean, trench, 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 subduction boundaries. Volcano, volcanoes. Now this guy, we don't know exactly what it is, so I'm not going to add anything here because we know it's 2 different plates, but they don't really seem to be doing anything. So in this case, I added the trenches, I added volcanic islands, I added volcanoes to these islands, and that's all I needed to do. So now you're gonna pick 4 more and do the same kind of thing. So you don't have to do 4 pages, just pick 4 more maps total. Okay? I hope that helps. Let me know if you need any more help, okay? Have a great day.